Alright guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about the new cheating situation and give you a little warning, talk to you about what I will going to do. So if you're not aware of what I'm referring to here in the notifications that came with the new update, there is a specific section that talks about new actions against cheating. Now, to create a fair dueling environment, this game automatically analyzes and processes players' data for the purpose of detecting users cheating tools or using cheating tools during the gameplay. When a player is suspected of cheating, we may take actions such as changing matching conditions from a normal play, and they will also basically banning accounts when they violate their terms of use. And obviously this is supposed to be hitting the guys, and all of them, if you have played in silver or something, where they basically are using bots to auto kill themselves, stuff like this. This is the obvious thing that is cheating and that is using cheating tools. The bots and all of this will obviously be targeted, but this might not be the only thing, and I also might have been using a software in the past that violates the terms, and this I'm not quite sure. You can see it in the bottom right corner here if you can read it, but if you have followed me for a while, you know that I am using or have been using this software here, Untapped GG, which is a really cool software. I wasn't affiliated with them, since you can only be affiliated with them at 1,000 subs, I want to say at 10,000 subs, but yeah. You can see right here we have a tier list, which is a companion you can download here, Untapped GG, and then it will basically track your win rate for your decks. It will track how often you've won the coin flip, how often you have lost the coin flip. It will also track your win rate with specific decks in specific ranks. You can also see the rank distribution here of decks being played and how popular they are and the win rates. And you can also view some decks and what are in these decks. And then they also have some really cool features that I have to say, where you can basically copy the deck and then import the deck into Master Duel without having to type in any card name, which is totally practical. So I'm really liking the software. I've been using the software for a while, but for now I will probably stop using it, since I'm not quite sure whether this might be considered a cheating software, since this is a third-party software. I wouldn't really necessarily consider any of this cheating, but they had this new feature which I also liked, where they basically showed you the win percentage of negating a specific card. So basically it said, okay, here the Fabled Lurry, or let's say Samsara Lotus, because it's a better example. Samsara Lotus, if you negate this card, you have a 42 point, or in this case 62 percent win rate, and if you don't negate this card, then 32 percent of the time you will lose the game, which obviously is super helpful, especially for players who don't really know the opponent's deck, since this basically says to you what you definitely want to negate and what you might not want to negate. You can definitely argue about whether this is cheating or not, or whether this is fair or unfair or not. And you can let me know in the comments what your opinion on this is. I think it's okay, and also helps new players learn the game even better. You will still have to do or make good decisions. It is not enough to become a good player just to have these negate this and don't negate this things up on the screen, in my opinion. This is definitely not what makes you a good player on its own. So in my opinion, this was totally fine, but obviously it's not about what I think, but it is what about Konami thinks. And obviously we can't be quite sure if the Untapped GG companion is considered a cheating software. It is a third-party software, which technically is not really allowed. Then again, Untapped GG has been around for a while now, and I think a lot of people also have Untapped GG installed on their Master Duel account. We have a lot of data points right here. Unfortunately, we might not get more data points, because obviously the more data points we get, the better these win rate percentages are, obviously, and the more useful the data overall is. I think this is a very cool tool that enhances the game, makes it more interesting, in my opinion at least. Very interested in knowing what you think of this. But because I have basically shown off this software in the past within my live streams, but also within videos, once again not affiliated with them, I just wanted to warn you about this. I'm not sure whether this is a problem, whether this would be considered cheating, or would result in you getting your account banned or something like this, or maybe a shadow ban or something. But I for myself have decided, since my Master Duel account is definitely too valuable in quotation marks. I don't want to get it banned or something, since I have definitely invested quite some time into this account. I have recently looked over on Steam and it says over 1000 hours. I have a lot of ultra rares amassed. I have a lot of different decks. I can basically play any deck that I want to, which is kind of nice. So a lot of work and also a lot of dedication has been flowing into this account, which is why, and obviously I also want to use it for this YouTube channel and don't want to build one up from the bottom once again. So this is why I will not use UntapedGG for the moment until we might have some further information on whether the use of UntapedGG might be okay. You can also let me know in the comments, maybe you have some information on that. Share this with me, share this with the community. Maybe you know more than I do, but I just quickly wanted to tell you, maybe you have picked up UntapedGG on one of my videos or maybe on the live stream, and if that's the case, I personally will discontinue using the software for now, and I would, I guess, recommend that you do the same, but obviously this is your decision to make. You can obviously still use it, and I would assume the likelihood of your account getting banned using the software is probably, this is just my personal opinion, is probably very low. But then again, I don't want to take this, even if it might be minimal risk, to lose my account, get it banned or something else. So I will definitely not use the software for now until we have further information on that. It's a bit unfortunate that we don't get more information. Yeah, we have the terms of use where there are third-party softwares basically mentioned, but I guess it is what it is. The upside of this, and you can also let me know what you think about this, the upside is that we don't have these, I guess, fully prepared deck lists that you can just copy, so not everyone will play the same deck list now. We also don't know from a win percentage point of view what's the best deck on the ladder right now, but obviously we will see. I don't really think that UntapedGG will be totally uninhabitable in the future, so I don't think that all people will stop using the software. So we might still be able to use this in order to take a look at how the meta is developing, and hopefully we will be able to use this in the future just to take a look at the meta, if nothing more, and maybe not use this a bit questionable feature of the UntapedGG companion basically showing us the win percentage of us negating a specific card or not negating it. This is everything I want to say when it comes to this topic. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is. Very interested as always. Thanks for being here, and tomorrow we will take a look at the best decks that you can currently use to get to Master 1 in this season with the new Fiendsmith cards.